Welcome to another installment of This Is Not Normal on the Political Drain podcast with Drill Sergeant Doug, aka Admin Doug, a U.S. Army veteran, teacher, musician, and family man from Jamaica, now fights for justice and democracy through commentary and humor. Follow him on YouTube at Political Drain and at Sons of Liberty Official as Drill Sergeant, aka Admin Doug, continues to protect our freedoms.
We have big news right now. It's Kash Patel's time to go very soon. Kash Patel's firing is imminent. He's likely the next cabinet-level official.
What's up, YouTube? Drill Sergeant here. And before I was so rudely interrupted by the shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner last night, which I still have problems with, the fake-ass shooting. Listen, before I draw any conclusions, I have questions. And I'm going to let you watch for yourself. I've got hours of reporting last night for these questions that I have, which I think are all necessary. But before I was so rudely interrupted by this ridiculous shooting, the story I was going to be giving to you was the supposed upcoming firing of Kash Patel. The bug-eyed bum of the FBI himself. But more than just the reporting that he will one day somehow maybe get fired, I wanted to talk about the reporting of it. Here's Aaron Parnes, and I'm going to let you, listen to what he has to say. Watch his stellar reporting, and I say that in quotes. Before I go in, check it out.
We have big news right now. It's Kash Patel's time to go very soon. Kash Patel's firing is imminent. He's likely the next cabinet-level official. He's not a cabinet official officially, but he's the FBI director to go, according to Dasha Burns from Politico, who spoke with White House officials who say that the President of the United States is fed up with Kash Patel's distractions. We've seen all of the headlines recently of the alcoholism allegations, him downing beers with the U.S. Olympic hockey team. Well, it looks as though his time as FBI director is soon to be coming to an end. I wouldn't be surprised if he's out within the next several weeks, potentially several months, but definitely likely before the end of the year, so that Trump can try to get a new FBI director confirmed through the United States Senate, while Republicans still have control of the Senate. It's time for Kash Patel to go. I mean, it's not surprising. I'm honestly surprised it took this long, given the fact that the president is so anti anything related to alcohol. So spread the word. Follow along for all the news you need to know about.
Yeah. He's been a failure. Sure. He's tweeted out all kinds of ridiculous messages before the investigations have been done or even started. He's had to retract statement after statement. He's been caught drinking and partying with the hockey team. But what Aaron Parnes says there is absolutely ridiculous. Can you imagine actually seeing the president that we know, this tangerine tornado, this racist hologram of a human being, and saying that the reason why this guy's going to get fired is because he has a problem with people drinking? Let's just start with this. Oh, and there's this.
The main person who was involved in this thread that a lot of people want to talk to is Secretary of Defense Hegseth. And a lot of questions were brought up regarding his drinking habits in his confirmation hearing. To your knowledge, do you know whether Pete Hegseth had been drinking before he leaked classified information?
I don't have any knowledge of Secretary Hegseth's personal habits.
Director Radcliffe, same question. Yes or no?
No, I'm going to answer that. I think that's an offensive line of questioning. The answer is no. I find it interesting that you want to... I'm going to answer. You asked me a question. Do you want an answer?
No, listen.
You don't want to focus on the good work that the CIA is doing.
Ooh, baby. Oh, baby. Pete Hegseth is in trouble. A New York Post report is out detailing Pete Hegseth wearing a disguise.
Stop it, fam. This is the problem with the media. This is the problem with the media. Aaron Parnes says he has a problem with drinking, and that's why it would happen. Shut up. What are you talking about? This guy, Hegseth, has leaked information about war plans over and over again, and he's a known drunkard. This guy has failed every test. Failed every test, from security to war planning. We're losing right now at a war. The real reason why, which I don't know why you wouldn't say this, Parnas, is because the first person he fired happened to be a woman who he doesn't respect. And then the next one was a woman that he didn't respect. And the next one was a woman that he didn't respect. The reason why Patel is next, and it's obviously so, is because he's a person of color. He's going right up the ladder. This guy's an abuser. Trump, the entire cabinet, including Hegseth. Do you think it's because he has a problem with people drinking? Are you kidding me? Have you seen the lady of the Senate floor, Lindsey Graham, going around drunk every day while still being on the flights with Trump? Say what it is. Why not say what it is? He's tired of this person of color, the low IQ, as he would call them, like he calls every other black person, going around drunk. You say because he has a problem with the people drinking. What kind of reporting is that? Woman after woman after woman, and then the black person. Just like when they fired the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff because they were black, even though they were more than qualified. Just like they got rid of DEI. Of course he's going to get fired. He's brown. Not because he's a drunkard. Hegseth is still there. That doesn't mean he's not going to get fired, but it's going to be after they go up the chain of deplorables. The women, then the blacks, and the colors. What's worse is, here's the next thing we all need to realize. In Trump's first term, he fired everybody but 4 people. And some positions were fired more than once, many of them. There were only 4 people who he started with that lasted the entire term. This time, he tried to do a little something different. He put the most deplorable people in from the beginning, and he's still firing them, going up that chain of deplorables in his mind. Women, then blacks. This is unsustainable. And for the MAGA people out there, why? Why, if he chooses the best people, is he constantly firing and get rid of people? For instance, the last time when he fired Rex Tillerson, it was because of reported tensions, sure. But Tom Price, because of a scandal. Scott Pruitt, the EPA administrator, he resigned because of an ethics investigation. Jeff Sessions, after recusing himself from the Russia investigation. Alexander Acosta, due to backlash over the Jeffrey Epstein plea deal. Yes, MAGA, that plea deal was done under Trump, and you still elected him again, screaming Q all the way to the grave, you idiots. Jim Mattis, because of a protest over Trump's policy decisions. William Barr, over disagreements over election fraud claims. Fraud. Ethics investigation, scandals after scandal after scandal. What are we doing? So I just want MAGA to know that we see you. You're an idiot. You're a fool. These people who have been fired this time has all been because of scandal after scandal. This is what it's like when you hire to be the president a felon, a degenerate, a child who is spoiled and stupid, and does everything ever through illegal means. Bribery, theft. That's all he does. Breaking contracts, grift after grift. So yeah, I just want to make sure the reporting is done right. Maybe one day, soon, later, Patel is going to get fired. The reason why is not because he's a drunkard. Because the number one drunkard in the cabinet right now is still there, but he has a chiseled chin. After all, he was a weekend reporter on Fox News, and we know how that goes. I'm sorry. It's because of scandal after scandal. Be prepared for more of it. The only way to get rid of the scandal after scandal is not to stop the drinking, but to show up from June 28th to July 4th. 7 days in D.C. We're doing it. We're going in. Direct action in the offices and the houses where these people, meaning Congress, people, the Senate, make decisions. Not in a field or a park with picket signs. Direct action. You want to learn how to do that? Show up. They're also doing classes. They're doing classes on how to bring the protesting back home, what it means to have direct action, how to fight back on the 250th birthday of this country. Let's show them that we're not letting it go without a fight. The country has never been perfect, but it's always had the ideal that we plan on bringing into fruition. We strive for the ideal, not relish in some rose-colored perfection of a country that never existed. It's the idea. And that's the one I fight for. I'll see you there, because the time to fight is now. Right down there, by the way. 7 days in D.C. The website is up. Join us.
Also, direct action means maybe you need to be throwing some dildos. I didn't say throwing, I'm sorry. Holding, playing. The dildo distribution people. Yeah. You haven't seen them? Go to closertotheedge.com. I'm going to put the link in there that shows you the whole thing that they're doing. It's amazing. But they're using these, and they've got thousands of them now because they realize that they're so effective at warding off these ICE agents at Whipple in Minneapolis. And now around the nation, they're giving these away to people. They're passing them out because that absurdity in the face of this toxic masculinity seems to be the one thing that gets these ICE agents to back off. It actually works. So I want to help them get those donations for the thousands that they've bought. Also, the thousands were donated to them as well. But for the ones that they bought, they need to get that money back, and they need to keep this going because it's working. If nothing else, just to piss off those ICE agents. Email me, politicaldrain@proton.me. politicaldrain@proton.me. You email me, say, I want to donate, and I will give you the instructions on how to do so, because the time to fight is now.
Hey, yeah, you. Before you click away to watch someone unbox a tactical toothbrush, let's talk about something real. Political Drain isn't just another content mill. We're a digital front in a very real war. Not with bullets, but with ideas, with action, and with solidarity. We pair urgent news with critical education. And we build community around actual resistance, not the hashtag kind. The kind that moves. But here's the thing. None of this is free. It isn't. Behind every video is time, labor, research, and some weird guy asking if we're going to pay the hosting bill. And yeah, some of that money goes to things we can't necessarily say out loud. If you know, you know. Let's just say our special ops aren't Call of Duty LARPers. They're people making real moves to protect, uplift, and organize. You're not just funding a channel. You're funding a resistance network in a world where capital still calls the shots. Unfortunately, in a system built on artificial scarcity, even mutual aid has a price tag. And if we want to grow, if we want to win, we need your help. We need your help. So if you've got even a few bucks to spare, toss it our way. It's not for ads. It's not for merch drops, but for people making moves in the shadows so others can do it in the light. It's just us and you. So fund the mission, fund the fight, fund the future, because nobody's coming to save us. We save each other. That's how this works.
That was the Political Drain podcast, which can be heard on www.groovechillradio.com/political-drain and can be viewed on the Political Drain YouTube channel anytime. Once again, thank you for listening to Groove Chill as we resist fascism in any form, pursue democracy, peace, and love.